Socrates was not afraid to die because he knew something that we have all forgotten. See, most people try to spend their entire lives not thinking about death. But Socrates, when he was standing on trial for his life, said something shocking. I do not fear death, because to fear it would be to pretend I know what I do not. Socrates realized what few do, that no one actually knows what death is. We act like it is the worst thing imaginable. But how can you fear something that you have never experienced? See, he told his accusers during his trial, you think death is evil. I think doing wrong in this life is evil. And that is something I can know. For Socrates, moral ignorance, living without truth or virtue, was far worse than dying. See, he offered us two possibilities. Maybe death is like a dreamless sleep, peaceful without pain or fear. If that is true, why dread rest? Or maybe death is a journey, the soul's next adventure, a chance to meet those who came before us. Homer, Achilles, the wise and the just from the past. If that is true, then death is not the end for us. It is a conversation continued, with eternity as the very audience. Socrates said it is not death that should terrify us. It is injustice. It is cowardice. It is betraying your own principles to just stay comfortable in this very life. Because you cannot die with integrity if you never lived with it. See, he refused to beg or to lie to himself. He believed that the health of your soul matters more than the length of your life. We live in a world obsessed with staying alive and staying youthful, but rarely with living well. Socrates flipped that logic. The goal is not to avoid death, because frankly, you can't. It is to meet it unafraid, knowing you have lived with truth, courage, and purpose in this life. So do not waste your life fearing the inevitable. We are all going to die. Fear the smaller deaths, the ones where you abandon what you believe, because those happen long before you stop breathing. See, when Socrates was finally convicted for execution and handed the cup of poison, he did not tremble. He smiled and lifted it calmly, and he said to everyone, the hour of departure has arrived. I go die and you to live. Which of us goes to the better lot is known to no one but God.